everyone, I am CA Vibhuti Narang. Welcome to our channel Voxcov Academy. In today's video, I'll be discussing about the entries to be passed in the books of deductor. You are much aware about the concept that the person who provides the service in the books of tedious accounting is known as deductee, and the person who is receiving the service is known as deductor, and he is liable to deduct tedious on the behalf of deductee also. So in today's video, we'll be only discussing about the entries which are to be passed in the books of deductor. These entries are further divided for convenience purpose in three types. The first is the case where there will not be any tedious. The second is a case where there will be tedious. And third is a case in which the bill includes GST also. First case is very easy, and in earlier classes also you must have learned these basic entries. That's why that are not reflecting on the portal. The entries are: if there is no tedious is to be deducted, the service receiver at the time of receipt of bill will be passing an entry simply expense account debit to party, and at the time of payment he will be passing an entry party account debit to bank. But if I talk about the bills which includes tedious and the bills which include GST also, I have further divided this concept into three parts or three cases. The first case is where there is a bill as well as payment. The second case is first there is a payment and then there is a receipt of bill. And the third case is there is some amount or some percentage of advance payment is received, then a bill is issued and the balance payment is received after the bill or after some duration the bill is done with. Right. So first we'll be understanding with tedious the entries, how they are to be reflected. So the first case is the bill is received first and the payment is made thereafter. The simple entry is at the time of booking of expense, it will be expense account debit to party to TDS. Means TDS is a current liability, and it is, if a current liability is increasing, it is credited. So at the time of booking TDS, expense account debit to party to TDS. At the time of payment, party account debit to bank. So whatever the balance amount remains in the party account, it has to be debited so that the accounts gets clear off, and that has to be paid to the party. For example, there is an expense bill of 20,000 on which 10% TDS is to be deducted. The expense 20,000 to TDS. First I'll discuss TDS because 20,000, 10% is 2,000 rupees, and the balance, that is 20,000 minus 2,000. As you all know the golden rules of accounting, whatever is debited, the equal amount is credited. So there cannot be any difference between the two accounts. So 20,000 minus 2,000 is 18,000. 18,000 party account debit to bank. At the time of payment, you will be just nullifying party account to bank or cash, whatever the case is. Second case is the payment is done first and the bill is received thereafter. At the time of payment, you have to deduct TDS. As we know that we have to deduct TDS either bill or payment, whichever is earlier. So at the time of payment, party account debit to bank cash to TDS, and at the time of booking of expense, it will be normal expense account debit to party. So you will not again deduct TDS at the time of bill. TDS once deducted is done forever. Illustration says again there is a bill of 20,000, 10% TDS is to be deducted, and in this time the payment is made first. So party account debit with 20,000 to TDS 2,000, that is 10% of 20,000, and the balance amount is to be paid through bank or cash, which is 18,000 rupees. At the time of booking of expense, it will be expense account debit to party, that is 20,000 rupees. The third case is there is an advance payment first and then bill and then the balance payment. There is a twist in this case because when you are receiving some amount as advance, so you will be deducting at the time of advance the set percentage at the time of advance. Also when the bill is received on the balance amount, again the TDS is to be deducted. You'll understand clearly more with an example below it. At the time of advance payment, the entry will be party account debit to bank cash to TDS. At the time of expense, the entry will be expense account debit to party to TDS. At the time of balance payment, it will be party account debit to bank. Right. Now what is to be done is there is an expense bill of 20,000 on which 10% TDS is to be deducted and the advance is to be paid 5,000. Now party account debit is 5,000, which is we are making first the advance payment, and 10% TDS, which is 500 rupees 10% of 5,000. The balance which is paid is 4,500. Now at the time of receipt of bill, it will be expense account debit 20,000. First understand TDS. See, 10% of 20,000 is 2,000 and 500 was earlier deducted. So we have to now deduct the balance 1,500 rupees, and 20,000 minus 1,500, which is 18,500, is to be paid to the party. Now party is getting credited by 18,500 and party already debited, means the payment of 5,000 is already done to the party. So we have to pay a balance amount of 13,500 to the party. Fine. Now we need to understand TDS on GST component. There is not a confusion. Already there is a circular issued on this regard that whenever GST is included in a bill, TDS is to be deducted on the expense amount, not on the GST component. So TDS is to be deducted on the amount paid without including such GST component. In this case also there is an expense bill of rupees 10,000, CGST, SGST is 900, making a total bill amount of 11,800. TDS is to be deducted on 10,000, that is 1,000, and the balance 10,800 is to be delivered to the party. First case in which there is bill first, payment are thereafter, it is quite easy. Expense account debit to party to TDS. The CGST, SGST is input for the receiver. So input is current asset and it has to be debited. So 10,000 debit, 900 and 900 CGST, SGST to be debited to party 10,800, that is 11,800 minus 1,000 for TDS. Balance is party account debit to bank, that is 10,800 to bank 10,800. If you are making payment first, so payment first, party with the total amount is to be debited 11,800, to TDS 1,000 and to bank cash 10,800. Bill amount, normal bill entry will be expense account debit, CGST debit, SGST debit to party with the total amount 11,800. The last case is quite typical, which says that 40% payment in advance, then you have to issue the bill, and 60% balance payment is received thereafter. If you want, you can prepare this diagram if you are comfortable with it. I just wanted to make you understand something through this diagram was, see, the total expense bill is 10,000 rupees. We have 900 plus 900 CGST, SGST 1800, making the total bill amount of 11,800, and we are supposed to deduct TDS 10% on 10,000 rupees, which is 1,000. Balance 10,800 is to be paid to the party. So this was the basic concept. There is no doubt over it. Advance is 40% of everything, that is 40% of the bill amount. So 40% of 10,000, 4,000, 40% of 1,800, 720. Similarly, the balance is 4,320, right? Balance will be total minus advance, that is 10,000 minus 4,000, 6,000. 1,800 minus 720, 1,080. 11,800 minus 4,720, 7,080. 1,000 minus 400, 600, and 10,800 minus 4,320, 6,480. What we need to understand, if you want, you can prepare the diagram, or at the time of assignment also this will be more clear. We'll just understand the entry. Party is at this time, at the time of advance. This is when you receive the advance amount. The entry is party to bank to TDS. Now party is to be debited with the total amount, that is 4,720. This is to be paid to the party 40%. 400 is TDS. 400 is TDS, that is 4,000 into 10%. On this amount TDS is to be deducted. Here also on 10,000 TDS was deducted. The balance payment is 4,320. So 4,320 is to be paid to the party. So this is your first entry at the time of payment. Second entry at the time of bill. Now bill or the expense amount, total bill amount is 10,000. CGST 900, SGST 900 to TDS. Now for TDS, 1,000 is ideally to be deducted, but 400 is already deducted. So balance we will be deducting, which is 600, right? Now debit is equal to credit, means 11,800 is the debit amount minus 600 is the credit amount. So 11,200 is balance which is to be credited to the party. Now party is 11,200 and already 11,200 is credit amount minus 4720, which makes the total of 6480. So we have to pay to the party 6480, the balance amount. If you want, you can make the diagram, otherwise in the assignment it will be more clear also. The entries or the answer is somewhere like this. Party account debit, the balance total 40% which was to be given 4720, to bank cash 4320, to TDS 4000 का 10%, 4000 into 10% 400. Expense is 10,000, CGST, SGST to be debited, TDS on the balance 6,000 rupees which is 600, and party 11,200. 11,200 minus 4720, the balance payment to be done to the party is 6480. So this is how the entries are to be passed in the books of deductor. In later point of time we'll also learn about in the books of deductee also, but till here it is in the books of deductor. That's all for today's video. We'll meet you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye bye.